Well, this morning we're taking a deeper look at Tourette syndrome and its day-to-day impact on those who deal with it all the time.
Tourette syndrome is a condition of the nervous system. It causes people to have tics. Now, earlier on CBS Mornings, lead national correspondent David Begnaud introduced us to a few professionals really living with this disorder, including a police officer.
So talk through all of your tics for me.
I got toe tics, I got leg stretching tic, hand stretching, wrists, arm stretch. I got the huff, the sniff, the laughing tic, hard blinking, throat clearing, face grimace. That's about all I can think of right now. And then new ones come and go. Luckily, I haven't had a new one in a while. Shoulder shrugging.
Craig was one of 3 people David profiled in his report this morning. David Begnaud, nice enough to join us live this morning. Welcome, David.
Good to see you guys.
Always good to see you. Now, I'm all for reporter involvement. You have a very personal reason why you're telling this story. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I have Tourette's. I was diagnosed at the age of 6, and I really just wanted to raise awareness for it because I haven't seen a story on television about Tourette syndrome. And so I interviewed a doctor, I interviewed Craig, I interviewed the local TV reporter and the accountant in Houston, and they all have really five days in which has practically stopped all of his tics. Then you have the local TV reporter, who if you watch her on television, I don't even think you'd really notice that she has Tourette's, but we showed in our story a video of her eyes blinking like right before she went on the air, and it was kind of a dead giveaway. And then you have Craig, the police officer, who functions as a cop, is not impeded in any way in doing his job by the Tourette's, but has kind of just had enough of it and just really wants some relief. We connected him with a doctor here in New York. They got him started on medication. It helped, but it caused horrific nightmares and restlessness. So they dialed back the medication, but he's still on it because it's helping. And now he's coming back to New York in 2 weeks because he wants to explore having that device implanted into his brain. Those are the more extreme cases. I would say those that are milder like mine may be more common, perhaps.
And you also talked to a doctor in the piece, and they really dug into medications. And does every patient take medication?
No, I don't. I used to. Not everybody does because, again, they weigh what are the side effects, and do I really want to go through that in order to get the relief? How good is the relief, right? I also wanted to ask the doctor, is this genetic? Like, does it run in the family? Because I think my dad has Tourette's. My dad will tell you that he does, and he looks like he does. He has tics just like me. And it seems as though it is, but there's really no definitive, this is what it is. We've identified this in the DNA, or that happens to you at birth. They haven't found it. They think there might be some environmental factors that play into it. My tics have gotten better, so more diminished, less than, as I've gotten older. But you know what actually induces tics for me? Talking about it. Stress. Random things like that.
Well, thanks for sharing your story, having that information, how it could induce the tics. I couldn't tell. Could you? I mean, we've watched you so many years.
It's so interesting seeing the different
You've never
experiences
noticed?
for all of them. No, we never noticed at all, David.
Yeah, I have eye tics, I have a neck tic, I have a tongue tic. There are some cases of Tourette's where it's called coprolalia, where the person will curse. I met a young man yesterday who self-harms. He was in the middle of an interview with me and he was punching himself. He actually wears gauze around his hands to protect his hand. He often wears a helmet to protect his face, and he is going to have that device implanted in his brain, they think, by the end of the year. And he's just 17 years old, but my God, it is going to be, by all accounts, just life-changing for him in all the right ways.
David Begnaud, we heard so much about this many years ago. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, formerly Chris Jackson at LSU, brought a lot of attention to Tourette syndrome when he had it. You may be familiar with that from back in the day, but it's nice to have it back in the forefront.
Yeah, it's good to learn and understand. So David Begnaud, thanks for joining us and sharing more information about this.
Thanks for listening, you guys.